Hey there everyone, today it's the book room at the Royal Society. Now let me tell you, when you grow up with the name Brady, like I do, it can be pretty disappointing. The number of times I've gone into shops where they have rows of key rings with boys and girls' names and I've looked for mine and it's not there and I've been disappointed yet again. Come to the Royal Society, it's a different story. Let me show you why. I see this all the time, it gets me really excited. This is what's down here in bays 32 and 36, but have a look at this. We have Brady Large, Brady periodicals. And if the idea of Brady Large doesn't excite you, wait till you see this. Brady Very Large. What is this all about? It is a mystery that is about to be uncovered by you-know-who. It's Keith, head librarian. Come on, Keith.
Right, let's go and...
Here he is. Always on hand.
Let's do Brady.
All right. This is where it's at. Look at these shells. This is like, where were these when I needed them in my childhood, when I had this strange name that no one else had? Tell me, Keith, what is this about? What is this? You call this the Brady Collection?
This is the Brady Collection, or the Brady Library, and it's a complete natural history library given to the Royal Society by Henry Bowman Brady, a fellow of the Royal Society. But he was a Newcastle-based pharmacist, so he had a career. But as many gentlemen did in the 19th century, he had scientific hobbies. As you can see, his was a bit obsessive, and you can probably guess what it is by just looking at the spines here.
I'm seeing the word foraminifera.
That's right. Let's call it forams for short.
I have no idea what forams are.
Well, let's have a look at some, shall we?
All right.
They're very small creatures. They're part of the kind of world of plankton, and they have hard shells. And Brady gets rather fascinated by microscopy, and he begins to teach himself all about them. And the way he does it is by trying to find every book on the subject, and he will draw and trace forams until he's effectively one of the world's leading experts. And he's writing up means of identifying particular specimens and types of foram.
Look at this, it's amazing.
Beautiful, aren't they?
So some of these are books that he's made, like this, which is remarkable, and other ones are just other books on the topic from his personal stash.
That's right, and of course he begins to communicate with like-minded people all over the world who send him papers. He binds up the papers, so here we have probably the world's greatest library on forams.
We could look at these books all day, quite literally, but I want to know a little bit about Brady Very Large. Will you show me?
Indeed, let's go and have a look.
It's fantastic, all these books.
So here we are, Brady Very Large. This is a set of drawings by one of Henry Bowman Brady's great friends, William Benjamin Carpenter. But you can see here...
Look at these, James. You're getting these, mate. So, Keith, these are hand drawings of what someone is looking at through the eyepiece of a microscope.
So these are drawings, watercolours, and just exactly what they're seeing as they're seeing it. They're fantastically beautiful things. And these would have been engraved or lithographed up for publication.
So Keith, obviously Brady died, and then he left all of these to the Royal Society.
He left the entire collection of his printed materials and his archives to the Royal Society. We were cataloguing some of the letters not so long ago, and we actually discovered some specimens in there, so we do have some objects for Objectivity, but they're just too small to see.
Come on, let's give it a go. You lead the way.
Back into the stacks.
Back into the stacks, that's what I like to hear.
We have some small packets of specimens, and these are sands sent to Brady.
Oh yeah,
you can probably just feel on the surface. They're just
on your finger.
They're gritty. Yes, they are exactly as they were presented, and you can probably just read that. Can you?
Well, it says Barbados something letters.
Presumably Barbados is where these particular specimens came from, and next to them you can see Brady's little scribbles and drawings. So he's clearly observed what's in the packets, and here we have the actual specimens, which is a nice survival.
how well catalogued are these books? I mean, do you know everything in here, or could there be some golden letter between Brady and Charles Darwin that still no one has stumbled over in all these books?
Well, that's exactly right. So the books have been catalogued as books, so the material within them has been catalogued as printed items, but those little inserts and the things that are rather ephemeral and sometimes important haven't been. And we still find things in here from time to time.
I'm so excited by the fact there could be some letter between Brady and Charles Darwin, like sitting right here, that I want to look at them all now. I want to open them all.
That's what makes being an archivist or a librarian or a museums person fun. It's that thing that you can discover that nobody else has quite noticed.
I seriously want to look through them all now. I'm not joking. So very quickly, next to me I have a very special Greek object here. This is Vasilis from Athens, and he's an Objectivity viewer, just like you. He was here in London. That's right, isn't he? On holiday?
Yes, exactly.
And he's come along to the Royal Society, said, I've been watching Objectivity, I want to go to the library, I want to see some objects, I want to see some stuff. They took you in, they let you in, you've had a look?
Exactly. It was perfect.
Good? Thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. So if you want to come and see some stuff at the Royal Society, that is completely allowed. They're not just going to let you run in and pick up whatever you want, but if you bring the right identification and stuff, they'll let you in the door, they'll let you in the library. You can tell Keith himself what you'd like to look at, and he'll go down to the archives and get it out for you. Here we go, through time again. Jumping forward only 20 years this time. Okay, we're on page 121 of the book now. Again, second column, fifth from the bottom. Stephen Hawking. There you go. A star among stars there.